What's up, y'all? Welcome to Cooking with Mari. Today we got jerk chicken wraps. As you can see, I got my chicken already prepared. Um, Let me take it out real quick for you. So, as you can see, if the camera's on there correctly, this is my jerk chicken. Okay. And then I also have my jerk sauce, which is actually looking pretty good. The spices I used for this was Cajun sauce, slap your mama, cause that's what it might do if you get to taste it. So, I also put a little bit of jerk seasoning in there just to add a little bit more flavor to it. I put red hot sauce in there in order to give it like a little bit more spice than what the Cajun would originally give it. And then for my side, I also made yellow rice. Now, as you can see, the rice is still cooking at the moment. Just trying to give it a little bit more time, and we'll be there. And you know, I done been through a lot of stuff, but cooking is like one of my coping skills. So, at the moment, this is what I do to relieve stress, and it's actually working pretty good. So, I'm with my little cousin right now too as well, Chandler. She's an actress. If you guys wouldn't mind, she's about to tell you her Instagram Instagram account, and if you guys could follow, it'll be great. So go ahead.
I'm Chandler, and my Instagram is Chan Impossible. And come check it out. Please follow. I know I don't have a lot of pictures on there, but I really am gonna get a lot of them. So go check out my story, and also starting on my YouTube channel. So I am gonna make it shorter, but it's excitement, fun, and adventure. So let's get back to Mari.
Okay, so anyways, we also, instead of just yellow rice, and it doesn't really matter what type of tortilla you use in order to make your wraps, but the tortillas I used, as you can see, I used medium flour tortillas because we didn't want them too big. These tortillas actually came from Little. If you guys are familiar with that store, it's like another version of Giant. They're like another version of Giant, but just a little bit less pricey, if you get what I mean.
Other people call it Lidl,
but I pronounce it Little, so you know. So how I made the jerk chicken, I used Wesson vegetable oil, and I didn't use too much because usually when you make chicken, you don't have to use way too much grease, because once you end up putting it in the pan, it ends up doing all of the work for you. That's why you have to stir it around, and you have to make sure it's seasoned right. So when you're cooking your chicken, you don't want it to be too high. Right now I have my rice on medium, but we're just going to use this for an example. I put my chicken at least on a medium or a 6, but usually I put it on medium so then it won't be too high. Also, how I made the sauce. I used flour, a slight bit of butter, not too much. I also had water. Usually, if you want your stuff to loosen up and you want it to look like a gravy-ish texture, you want to make sure you have a certain amount of water so then it can loosen up. I already told you guys what seasoning I put in there, but I wanted you guys to know I also had to put the flour in there. Flour is really good to use when you're making gravy, when you're making curry sauce, or when you're making jerk sauce. It's a really good use. And that's really it right now for that. While that's still cooking, I also have lettuce that I'm going to be adding to the wraps. That's going to be like the final product. So after everything's done getting ready and prepared, that's what we're gonna put on the wraps. So you can really use whatever knife you really want to, and I know I'm not supposed to hold it up, but you know, I just did because I'm like a little Jason. It's like, anyways, it doesn't really matter what utensils you use as long as you have, you know, the right material to use in order for you to mix, cut, and stir. So I use Zatarain's yellow rice. That's where, if you really want the best results, they're like one of the best companies that makes yellow rice or rice in general, but that's in my opinion. I use Pillsbury. This is like an all-purpose flour, so if you're really trying to make anything like biscuits, muffins, whatever you're thinking of making, Pillsbury is also like really a good source of flour to use.
I'm sorry, you guys, if you guys hear a lot of noise. It is coming from my dog and my guinea pig's over there. So, I'm sorry if you hear noise in the background. That's my guinea pigs and my dogs.
So, also, I have the jerk seasoning. Jerk seasoning, we use Badia, if that's the right way you're supposed to pronounce it, but we use Badia. Usually, most people use McCormick. McCormick is definitely a good source, but in this case, we didn't get McCormick. But it's still good. For the hot sauce, we used Frank's Red Hot Wings. Basically, it's still hot sauce, even though it says it's particularly for wings, but it's really not. You can use it on multiple things like greens, basically stuff that you like spice on, chicken, whatever you want to say. Just basic stuff that you like to have spice with. I use Morton seasonal. Morton is really a good source of seasonal because Morton makes salt, Morton makes pepper. Again, McCormick is still a good source because McCormick makes pepper too. And as I said before, I used Walker and Sons Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. As I said again, still good enough to smack your mama. And I also use McCormick's black pepper. You already know where I'm going there, so I'm not gonna really get too much explaining with it. And that's pretty much it. So we're just gonna do like a little scroll through of the equipment that we used and just take a look at the food. As you can see, that rice is done.
We're gonna turn that off.
Yeah. And then
The Cajun sauce.
we're going to stir.
And we
sauce
still
up a bit.
have the beef up there.
I'm gonna stir that. See, you don't want it too thick, because if it's thick, then it's not gonna taste right. Well, it will, but it's just not gonna be a good texture. You see, you want it loosened up. I have this on simmer right now, so if you guys want me to, I will go through the tutorial of how to make this. But as of right now, it's already finished, so that's it. If you guys want to follow any of my social media, I'm about to make another Instagram, which is going to be Cooking with Mari or Mari and Friends. You guys let me know what name you want me to make. If you guys want to give me any ideas for the moment, you can contact YT and Mari on Instagram. That's YTNMARII, 2 I's at the end of it. Or you can contact me on Facebook Messenger. My messenger is Mari Mar. But if you guys want to just send me your usernames to my Instagram, I'll do it because it's kind of complicated. I got all these little symbols above my E's and stuff on Facebook. So I'll catch you guys later. Back with another video.